and welcome to Sports Buzz with me, Deepika, your daily half-an-hour window that brings you all the latest news and updates from different sporting arenas. In the next half an hour, we're going to bring you all the latest from the ongoing and 37th National Games. We will also get you the latest on the ICC Men's Cricket World Cup and the historic knock of Maxwell and a lot more. Let's quickly begin with top headlines of the hour. At the ICC Men's Cricket World Cup, only one spot remains up for grabs as Australia becomes the third nation to qualify for top four. Netherlands takes on England today at MCA Stadium. At the 37th National Games, final stage events underway across many spots. Closing ceremony to be held on Thursday. Maharashtra continues to hold the top spot. And Chelsea moves into top half of the Premier League table with a 4-1 victory against Tottenham. Jackson's hat-trick played the trick for Chelsea FC. First up, let's get you all the latest from the ongoing ICC Men's Cricket World Cup. '19 ODI World Cup champions England face a plucky Netherlands in the World Cup in Pune. In today's match against Netherlands, England first decided to bat first as they won the toss at the MCA Stadium. England have cut a very sorry figure, managing just one victory from 7 matches to slip to the bottom of the top 10-team table, while Netherlands are on 9th position with 2 victories and 4 points. England suffered 33-run loss to arch rivals Australia on Saturday. Now it remains to be seen if England would be able to secure a victory today. For England, David Malan scored 87 runs. Glenn Maxwell is called the big show of cricket for this very reason. He led the World Cup with a brilliant unbeaten double hundred to help the Aussies snatch victory from the jaws of defeat against the Afghanistan team. One-legged Maxwell put up big show or the Mad Max miracle to take Australia to the World Cup semi-final stage.
Glenn Maxwell stupefied the cricketing world with his madness on Tuesday night at the Wankhede. Chasing the Afghans' target of 292 was not an easy task. However, after slumping to 91 for 7, it looked mission impossible. However, Big Show of Cricket, or Mad Max as he is called, decided to come to the party to do something different. The duo of Glenn Maxwell and Pat Cummins started cautiously, but was there any hope? Was the big question. At a stage when even the most optimistic of Australian supporters would have accepted defeat, Maxwell defied Afghanistan, probability, mathematics and beyond. With some slice of luck, he launched into an over-eager Afghan attack. Maxwell went about his task batting on one leg after battling pain and exhaustion. He didn't celebrate his 100 but had his arms raised once the win was achieved, as he could smile through pain. Batting with a strike rate of 157, Maxwell took 128 deliveries to reach his double 100. He slammed 21 fours and 10 sixes to reach his double 100 and became the first player to score 200 while chasing in ODIs. Among the multiple records that he has shattered, Maxwell has become the first Australian to score a double 100 in a cricketing World Cup. History will judge if the knock at Wankhede in terms of match situation could be termed the greatest in one-day cricket. Who knows, it could act as the perfect fuel for Australia to win their 6th World Cup. Anil Thomas for DD India.
Now let us take a look at the scintillating innings against Afghanistan by Maxwell. So in total, he scored 201 runs in 128 balls. This included 21 fours hit by Glenn Maxwell and also 10 sixes. His strike rate during that double ton was 157.03. And now if we talk about his batting position, it has come to number 6 as the ODI batter. Australian captain Pat Cummins said he witnessed the greatest innings in 50-over cricket on Tuesday after his compatriot Maxwell's unbeaten knock of 201 that secured a miraculous World Cup victory against Afghanistan for Team Australia.
Yeah, Yeah, that's the greatest ODI innings I've ever seen. It's probably the greatest ODI innings ever. Yeah, we're just chatting about it off, all the players, and we're just like, it's one of those days where you just go, I was there in the stadium the day Glenn Maxwell chased down that total by himself. Yeah, I'm sure he'll be fine. He's cramping, but I think you saw out there, how much he loves playing for Australia and do anything to play, so I'm sure he'll be fine.
Maxwell and Cummins, both of them got together with Australia tottering at 91 for a loss of 7 wickets. Cummins said he was thinking to get to 200 at least so that they can keep up with the net run rate.
When I went out there, I thought if we can somehow scratch the 200, our net run rate should be pretty good for the semis. When Maxie got his 100, I kind of thought, wow, we're within 120 or something. And then I still thought, no way. So I reckon it wasn't until the spinners were just about done and there was maybe 40 or something where I thought, okay, even if Maxie gets out here, I reckon the other guys can get it done. But yeah, literally within the last 20 minutes was about the only time.
On the other hand, Afghanistan's coach Jonathan Trott lamented the fact that after reducing Team Australia to 91 for a loss of 7 wickets in a chase of 292, they gave Maxwell a life on 33 in the 22nd over, a sitter to Mujibur Rahman at short fine leg off Noor Ahmed's bowling. Australia still needed 180 runs by then, and Maxwell went on to score as many as 168 of those to seal a victory that also took Australia to the ultimate semi-finals.
It's a case of we got ourselves into position and should have capitalised. We obviously dropped 2 chances and gave a person like Maxwell a chance. He's going to run with it, and he almost played with a bit of freedom and almost freed him up a little bit and gave a bit of momentum back to them. I thought, spectacular innings, world class innings, but we certainly helped him along the way a bit.
And now let's take a look at some more records created by Glenn Maxwell in his match against Afghanistan. Well, the Australian all-rounder recorded the country's first ever double ton, making it the 11th instance overall of a double 150 over cricket. Now, Maxwell's incredible innings also surpassed Shane Watson's previous record of 185 scored against Bangladesh in the year 2011. Incidentally, Watson's knock also was a game in a World Cup match. Furthermore, Maxwell's double century outshone Charles Coventry's 194 against Bangladesh in the year 2009. Now, this remarkable performance also marked the highest individual score in an ODI run chase. With this, he makes the highest ever score achieved by a non-opener and at such low ranking in the playing 11. Now, what sets Maxwell's feat apart is the incredible pace at which he reached his double ton, taking just 128 balls. This makes it the second fastest double century in ODI's history, with India's Ishan Kishan holding the record for the fastest double century in just 126 balls against Bangladesh the previous year. And now let's quickly take a look at the points table and where exactly the teams are standing. We now have 3 qualifiers for the knockout stages. The first one remains Team India with 16 points in hand, the highest. The second one is South Africa with 12 points in hand, but a better net run rate against Australia. The third qualifier is Team Australia, who are also having 12 total number of points in their points tally right now. The fourth position remains to be decided. It could be most probably New Zealand, but let's see, there are more combinations which every team needs to fulfill to make it to the 4th place of the knockout stage. Continuing on cricket, let us also take a look at the latest ICC ODI rankings. Indian opener Shubman Gill has now become the world's top-ranked batsman in the ICC ODI rankings, replacing Pakistan skipper Babar Azam. As per the latest ODI rankings, Gill is at #1 position with 830 points in hand, followed by Babar Azam, who is close behind with 224 points. Gill has been on a dream run this year. He's been close behind Babar Azam in the ODI rankings all the year. The Indian batsman finally overtook him to top the ODI rankings for the first time in his career. Shubman Gill scored 1,449 runs in the year 2023 at an average rate of 63 and a strike rate of 103.72. On the other hand, Mohammad Siraj has now become the world's #1 ranked ODI bowler after his top bowling performances at the World Cup edition. Siraj leads the way with 709 points, followed closely by Keshav Maharaj on 694 and Adam Zampa on 662. And now in Sports Buzz, let's get you all the latest from the 37th National Games. Moving on to national games now, square martial arts has been included in the medal category for the very first time at this edition. Square martial arts originally came out from Kashmir. Square means speed in Pashtun. DD India correspondent Suchitra spoke to the director of competition Mir Nazir Ahmed regarding the sport and his next target as well. Let's take a listen.
Sir, how do you feel? First time in the medal category and a game that is originated in our own nation.
Yeah, we are highly feel the proud moments when this martial art has been included in the medal event in 37 national games. We are waiting since long, from 2016 we are waiting that this sports will be included. Finally, the Goa government has taken the step and come forward. We are highly thankful to the Chief Minister of the Goa and the Sports Minister of Goa.
Do you think that including it in the medal category in the national games will increase its popularity? And it has to increase because this is from our own country.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely it will be increase the standard of the game, it will be increase the popularity of the game. In coming days you will see the more tough competitions and polished players will come out who will give the medals for our nation.
This is a sport that is originated in J&K, so it's all the more important for the J&K youth to be connected with square martial arts.
Yeah, it is the foremost duty of the parents, also of the society, to involve their wards, involve their children in the sports so that they will remain away from the drugs and other bad habits. If we will adopt our own martial art, our own culture, that will be better than adopt the other countries' martial art.
What is your next target you want to achieve for square martial arts?
Now our next is the inclusion this in Asian Games, and we have already approached the OCA, Olympic Council of Asia, and we are expecting that in next coming days we will get a good news.
So square martial art is now in the medal category in the national games, and people related to this sport now want to see this go at Asian level. With camera person Sumit Dhiman, this is Suchitra reporting for DD India from Goa.
Beach handball also makes a comeback at the national games. Suchitra has more in this special report. Let's take a look.
Beach handball is making a comeback in the national games this year. Beach handball was not included in the national games held in Gujarat last year due to a controversy related to the official federation. Goa is known for its beautiful beaches, and beach handball is a major attraction during the national games. The rules are a little different from indoor handball, and the sand makes it tricky for the players.
We are grateful to the Sports Authority of India and Olympic Association of India for including handball in the national games. Players are highly thrilled after these inclusions. Handball is becoming very popular in India, and beach handball has distinct charm. People are enjoying the sport.
Players are also happy that beach handball is finally included in the national games and they have got a platform to showcase their talent.
Handball is becoming very popular in India. Handball competition is taking place in Goa near beaches, and I'm sure it will become more popular. I want that beach handball continues to be included in the national games.
It is a wonderful experience playing in front of our crowd on our beaches. We were comfortable playing over here. Only thing was, we lacked somewhere and we lost 2 matches. Both the matches were close. But still, we are happy winning 1 match. All the boys are very high on confidence, and we are sure we'll qualify for top 8 team in the next senior nationals.
Beach games are getting popular all around the world. Indian girls performed well in the beach handball last year. Indian girls won a silver medal in the Asian Girls Youth Beach Handball Championship, while the senior team won a bronze in Asian Women's Beach Handball Championship. Including beach handball in the national games will definitely help more players take up the sport.
Goa is known for sun, sand and beaches, and beach handball includes all of them. No wonder beach handball is an instant hit with the spectators. Beach handball will become even more popular in India. With camera person Sumit Dhiman, this is Suchitra reporting for DD India from Goa.
And now let's go live to Goa, where Suchitra Bharadwaj is joining us. Suchitra, very good evening to you. Thank you so much for joining us here on Sports Pass and this special segment of 37th National Games. We are approaching towards the closing ceremony. But what more can you tell us about this beautiful event? With every passing day, we are witnessing new sports which are making their debut.
Yes, good evening, Deepika. Yesterday, we covered square martial arts, an Indian martial art that originated in Kashmir. And today, we are here covering Kalaripayattu, another Indian martial art that is originated in Kerala, and it is called world's oldest martial art. And today, the format that you can see here is Kai Puru, and it is played bare-handed. So generally we know Kalaripayattu as the martial art that is played with a sword in the hand, but there is another format in which the players they play it bare-handed. So these national games, this is the first time that Kalaripayattu has been put in the medals category, and it's really a great thing to see different states participating in Kalaripayattu and trying to win medals, because it will take Kalaripayattu out of Kerala. More and more states will participate, and more players will take up this sport. And this is the beauty of the national games. Players from all the states, from all the union territories have come here, and we have seen different kind of sports, a lot of different sporting disciplines, and it's great. Like square martial art was originated in Kashmir, but players from different states are playing it, are winning medals in it. And same we can say for Kalaripayattu. It was originated in Kerala, but players from different states are participating in it and winning medals. In fact, the Assam team has done really great in Kalaripayattu. So we can say these sports, our own Indian sports, they will be popular pan-India post these national games. Deepika.
Indeed, Suchitra, when we talk about the inclusion of these indigenous sports at different levels, we also witnessed that 5 indigenous sports were included at the Khelo India Youth Games edition also, and at the national games also. This is for the first time that Kalaripayattu is making its debut. What do you have to say about government's endeavour to include all these indigenous sports, and that too at such a great level?
Yes, the government has always stressed on Make in India. We are promoting Make in India in every sphere of life, and these are the sports that are made in India. So this is another form of popularizing, promoting Make in India. So we have to popularize our own sports that are originated in India, that are played throughout India. Like yesterday when we we covered Lagori, there was a huge response because, people can connect with those sports because they have played those sports in their childhood. So there's a connection with the audience. So it's like every nation has its own culture, and there are few things that are, popular all around India. So so is the thing with these Make in India sports, and it's the right platform to showcase the talent of these players who have been practicing this martial art form in their own state, and now these sports, they have come at the national level, and the next step for them is to go on the international level, because we have to promote Make in India in every sphere of life, and we have to promote it. We have to take it on the international level.
All right, thank you so much, Suchitra, for joining us and bringing us those important details from the ongoing 37th edition of National Games. Now, Chief Minister of India's eastern state of Odisha, Naveen Patnaik, inaugurated the Odisha Table Tennis Academy in state capital Bhubaneswar. The objective is to give a major boost to the development of sports and fitness in the city, particularly table tennis. On this occasion, Patnaik also declared open the 29th State Table Tennis Championship. The Odisha Table Tennis Academy features a spacious table tennis arena with 16 table tennis equipment and tables, a well-equipped gymnasium, a weightlifting room and a chess arena. There are dedicated spaces for yoga and Zumba enthusiasts also, ensuring a holistic approach to fitness and well-being. Now, it will provide a platform to produce new generation of paddlers from the state. Moving on in Sports Buzz, let's get you all the latest from the world of soccer now. Danilo Seacon's star-ring header gave Shakhtar Donetsk a 1-0 victory against La Liga champions Barcelona in their Champions League Group H clash on Tuesday. The 22-year-old forward gave the Ukrainian side, playing in Hamburg, a shock lead in the 40th minute against the 5-time European champions, who dominated possession throughout the match. Sikan jumped behind defender Andreas Christensen to meet Georgi Gushliavishvili cross from the right touchline and knocked the ball just out of reach of Marc-Andre ter Stegen in the Barca goal. Shakhtar coach Marino Pusic relishes in sweet victory over Barcelona after Danilo heads in the only goal of the match.
It feels very sweet. Well, I have to say it doesn't feel very sweet only for me, of course. I'm very glad about it. But at the same time, I'm tremendously proud of my players and all the people in the club working very hard to support me in this, what we achieved tonight.
The positive thing, because nothing is lost, is that we depend on ourselves in this competition and we have to get everyone back. We had a bad match tonight, we had a bad match. It was no good and we have to recognize it. This is part of sport, it's soccer. We have to build everyone back up. This loss ain't my biggest worry. It's the state of confidence of all the players and building them back up. They are at a top level and we can play much better than we have been lately.
Barcelona still top Group H with 9 points from 4 games, 3 ahead of Porto and Shakhtar. The Portuguese side have a game in hand and face Royal Antwerp, who have no points. Moving on to English Premier League now, Tottenham Hotspur's hopes of returning to the top of the table were crushed as they lost by 4-1 to Team Chelsea. Nicholas Jackson scored hat-trick in the London derby. Earlier, Tottenham scored the first goal after 6 minutes of the match as Dijan deflected shot that found the net, and minutes later his second goal was ruled offside. Later, Tottenham were reduced to 9 players. Centre-back Christian Romero was sent off after a video assistant referee checked for a dangerous tackle, and the Spurs then lost their defensive partner Mickey van der Ven and playmaker James Maddison to injury before half-time. Chelsea eventually made their numerical advantage count as Jackson put them ahead from close range in the 75th minute rather. And with this, it's a wrap here on Sports Pass for now, but news and updates will continue here on DD India. So don't go anywhere, keep watching and keep tracking DD India for all latest news and updates from the country and the world. Thank you so much for joining us right now.